As a TV producer, I live and breathe storytelling. I build a career on the belief that stories shape the way we see the world and the way we see ourselves. But in today's evolving landscape, I can't help but ask, what if the stories we tell, the worlds we create, and the emotions we feel could be shaped by machines? It's a chilling question, I know. It's a question that sparks both wonder and fear. AI tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Runway, Sora. AI is changing industries and creative fields like mine. As storytellers, we wonder, are we being replaced? Are we losing the essence of what makes storytelling so deeply human? But what if instead of fearing these tools, we saw them as collaborators? Imagine AI not just a storyteller, but an assistant, a catalyst to amplify our creativity and challenge the boundaries of what is actually possible. Because at the heart of every story, even in an automated world, it's the human element, and that is where the magic happens. So how did I discover the magic of storytelling? Well, let's rewind back to a time where technology was limited, but imagination was unlimited. I was an only child growing up in Miami Beach. My parents, like so many, chasing the American dream. They were busy working hard at giving me a better life. That left me plenty of time to entertain myself. And let me tell you, this was pre-iPad, pre-TikTok, and I think it was around the time of the Duck Hunt era via Nintendo. Crazy. No screens, no fancy gadgets, just me and my Barbies. But I didn't just play with them like any regular kid. Oh, no. My Barbies were stars in elaborate storylines. Entire soap operas crafted in my mind. I was a writer, director, and costume designer. Literally, I sewed their outfits with a needle and thread, convinced that I was designing couture. And in those moments, I wasn't just a kid passing the time, I was a dreamer. Someone who didn't see the world as it was, but for what it could be. It turns out my imagination was my first canvas, and storytelling became my superpower. At 19, I traded my Barbie world for something more sparkly. White boots and pom-poms, and the roar of a stadium filled with Miami Dolphins fans. I remember stepping onto the field as a Miami Dolphins cheerleader, the sunshine reflecting on my glittery palms, and catching a glimpse of TD the mascot dancing on the sidelines. And in Miami, we do it like no other. It was thrilling, and let's be honest, it was surreal. In those moments, I wasn't just a dreamer anymore. I was a connector. There I was performing for tens of thousands of people, building a bridge between myself and the crowd. The energy was electric, and I realized something very profound. Storytelling isn't just about creating, it's about sharing. It's about inviting others into the magic of your experience. That realization stayed with me as my journey evolved. Soon after I hung up my pom-poms, I found myself holding a microphone, channeling my inner Barbara Walters. Growing up, I idolized her. She was the queen of asking the tough questions, so naturally there I was, hoping to look just as poised and polished, except I was reporting from the ice for the Florida Panthers, and in heels. So picture this, carefully dodging hockey pucks while trying not to slip, running around the arena alongside the mascot Stanley C. Panther, and all while bringing my story to life. I may not have been Barbara Walters just yet, but I was living the dream. I loved every moment of it. It wasn't about delivering the news, it was about shaping stories and giving people a way to connect to what was happening on the ice and connect with fans who filled the stands, people who became like family to me. And this is where I honed my skills as a narrator, weaving together moments that were very meaningful and something people could feel. But life isn't about glitter and glamour all the time. Along the way, I faced failures that left me questioning everything, losing opportunities I felt that defined me, and questioning my worth beyond the titles and achievements, and the pain of losing people. I thought that would always be by my side. This is what happens when the camera stops rolling. Life happens. The struggles taught me that our stories aren't about the highs, but about the resilience we build during the lows. They're about the way we rise from failure and rediscover ourselves. Fast forward to today, and AI has officially entered the chat. Settling tools can write scripts, edit videos, and even mimic creativity. Listen, at first, I was a little threatened. Was this the beginning of the end for a storyteller like me? But then I realized something profound. AI can simulate, but it cannot replicate emotion. It can't feel the joy of building a story from scratch, the vulnerability of sharing your truth, or the courage it takes to create something authentic. AI doesn't replace us, it challenges us. It pushes us to lean even further into what makes us irreplaceable. Our ability to observe as dreamers, to connect as connectors, and to narrate as storytellers, these roles are uniquely human. And here, think about it. We are the disruptors, it's not the other way around. We're the ones steering the ship, embracing new tools, and redefining what's possible. AI isn't here to take the magic away, it's here to amplify it. Now more than ever, I encourage you to tell your story. As a narrator, my role isn't just to share my experience. It's to inspire you to share yours. We're living in a time where everyone's voice matters and where technology has given us the tools to amplify what we have to say. Did you know that the stories are 22 more times more memorable than facts alone? It's a study by Stanford University. They found that people are far more likely to remember a narrative rather than a list of data points. And why? Because stories connect with our emotions, our humanity. They help us process information, understanding the world, and building connections. Your story, your human story, is what sets you apart. So whether you're a dreamer imagining possibilities, a connector building bridges, or a narrator giving shape to the chaos, your perspective is invaluable. So let me ask you, are you a dreamer, a connector, or a narrator? Perhaps you're all three. And that is the beauty of being human. In this automated world, it's not the technology that defines us, it's the stories we tell. So remember, you are the story, and that is something no machine can ever take away.